Hey everyone, welcome to this about channel and thank you for tuning in. Thank you for subscribing. Put the post notification on for you to be notified every time I post a video. Miller Sound has produced another video, so let's take a listen to it. So a lot of people are speculating this beat could be on Pink Friday too, and they're assuming it definitely needs a Rihanna feature. So what you all think? On the VMAs that just happened, apparently NickiMinaj last year performances while receiving the Vanguard Award, the video was deleted. So a lot of people feel like VMAs, MTV, they are sabotaging Nicki Minaj one way or the other. So give me your opinion on that. The song that was previewed, a big difference. It is pissing a lot of people off according to a lot of paragraph tweets, the ones that I saw. And apparently some of CardiB's allies too, a little bit pissed. They are not directing it, they are throwing subliminal tweets, but they are addressing it one way or the other. My whole thing is, I know when she said, I ain't nothing like you, and you, and she was pointing at the crowd, obviously people will be pissed. That is one. Two, this is rap. If you can rap, then you pack and leave. No shade. We look at Jay-Z when he dropped the Blueprint. He was dissing at the age of 40 something, nearly 50, the young rappers, male rappers, and he was praised for his masculinity, for standing for himself, because he's the GOAT, he's the gatekeeper of hip-hop. Now, when you look at Nicki Minaj and these female rappers, these second fan bases and even executives want Nicki to take these girls very slowly because they're ladies, they're emotional. Technically, they're crybabies. They don't want Nicki Minaj to know that she has the power and, to diss and, her disses stand still than their disses. That's my opinion. On another tweet, there is this tweet that has been trending for Nicki Minaj. We all remember what happened back in 2019 when Rema went on stage with other bunch of female rappers and to say F-U-C-K to Nicki Minaj and bury Nicki Minaj alive in her career. Apparently, that's not what happened. It has got a lot of recognition. It has blown out. It is a viral tweet. And it's so shocking that people don't believe that this happened, but it did happen. More or less the same year, she had a tweet that said they all band together to pull the queen down. People I spent years helping lying on me. My pastor told me, let the liar lift me higher. Now we can see a CardiB and Megan Thee Stallion page point me to the jealousy hole. They are commenting in agreement with Nicki Minaj by saying right. So technically they're exposing the page that they were a Nicki Minaj fan. We all know that they were still Nicki Minaj fan bases. On CardiB topic, when she said that hip-hop started at the Bronx, where she comes from, and not the Caribbean island, hip-hop came from about her struggles and all that. Now she did say this at the VMA's red carpet interview. The pink carpet interview, and after all the backlash, she is still standing with her words. Now, in my opinion, the Caribbean island was not important. Obviously, she is trying to connect herself with Nicki Minaj because of the Caribbean roots that Nicki Minaj has and her whole family. She is still standing by saying that she wrote her struggles before she joined Love and Hip Hop. And when you watch CardiB on Love and Hip Hop, actually her two mixtapes were recorded when she was still in Love and Hip Hop. So she joined Love and Hip Hop and then she started doing the music. That's how I kinda noticed and discovered. She said again on the second tweet, just because somebody helps you with hook means nothing. All your fave do get help. Look at all their credits. Now, this is something that Nicki Minaj has said over and over, and she has even said it live before, she did a song with Koi. So CardiB is not saying anything new here. She is trying to attach herself with Nicki Minaj one way or the other. First of all, you mentioned the Caribbean islands, which has nothing to do. It's an African-rooted music genre that has explored to the African American and all that. One thing for sure, she did not reply to this last tweet, whereby Nicki Minaj did challenge her to go to the studio and write. This is the only tweet that she did not respond to, but she was responding to every single of other, Nicki Minaj account, fan base's account, and she's very particularly on who she responds to. That's what I've noticed, and that's my opinion. But my main question is, why now, CardiB? You've always said you don't write. You've always stood by your words. You say you don't care being lyrical. Why now do you want to be respected as a writer? For the last less than 2 years, you want to be noticed as a writer, which is very, very strange, not her particular type of personality and attitude. On the other hand, her fan bases, including herself, they think that she is on her hate train, but they are claiming it's only the Twitter stan. But 70% of her support are from the general public. 70% that they did not stand with her when she was doing the festival and it didn't even sell out. They started using Nicki Minaj 7 to 8 years old clip trying to sell out, that they decided to give away free tickets. Still, they did not give it away. So take a listen to what she's saying.
So remember when you did that freestyle years ago in the kitchen? Because BG keep DMing me and pressing me real hard. They said they want another kitchen freestyle. Shout out to Trail.
I don't know, honey. I'm on a hate train era.
Now, the kitchen freestyle that she's talking about is back in 2020 when everyone was in COVID lockdown. CardiB did this freestyle that a lot of people believe it was actually a freestyle, but something that she has already recorded. I think she saw what Nicki Minaj was going around with the viral tweet that blown out. Then she decided to say the same thing. The attachment of hers is very, very weird, very strange, in my opinion. On the other hand, she's trying to take some Beyonce notes by not addressing to the haters. Might affect her mental health, which I believe allegedly is already affected, but I believe she will never do it. She loves the sympathy from the media. Her husband album Set It Off will be dropping on October 13th. Some people are believing that Nicki Minaj should delay the album because Offset is coming, which I kind of doubt she will do it. Twitter stan always want Nicki Minaj to be the bigger person. Is getting strange and out of hand at this point. Offset, on the other hand, was with Kai, the Twitch streamer. I swear I saw a lot of backlash when Nicki Minaj was interviewed by Kai. A lot of people felt like she is falling off with this interview from E and C listers. Who knew that your fave will need some of the Twitch streamers too? So Ariana decided to register a new song on Skype titled Honestly. This is after, she went ahead and registered another song less than a month ago, but it has never been released. Apparently, allegedly, she's working on an album, and, the album might come soon. We know that her stuff has been linked over the years. She has a tweet expressing how disheartening it has been because she wanted to come back with the same hook. But she's playing with her fan base or whoever to stop linking her stuff. Moving on to Drake and HalleBV. Apparently that is HalleBV, and Drake took the picture without her permission. So I don't know who Drake went to acquire that picture. Maybe the Nickelodeon producers, because that picture does look like it was taken during the Nickelodeon show. Now the song is good, don't get me wrong, especially Caesar's part. Drake is not a rapper anymore. He sounds like more of a pop star. He's singing. There is no bar, there is nothing. There's nothing like him rapping at all. The rap style has disappeared and gone, but the song is good. HalleBV is disappointed. That's what you all have to know. For All the Dogs has been delayed to October 6th. Now I did believe that he wants to drop the same time as Nicki Minaj. I'm about to get convinced, but again, this could be good news for Doja Cat because Doja might get her debut #1 As for the song called Blunt, it's terrible, just like the other four ones, don't get me wrong. But as long as she does good numbers, 100, even less than 100, she'll get the debut #1. SZA manager claims that he pulled her off the VMAs performance after he got snubbed for the Artist of the Year nominee. Now he claims, I figured, why go perform and do this if she's not going to be respected to the highest level? So it was my call to actually pull out of the performance. Now I do agree she did deserve to get the Artist of the Year nominee, but we all know that they were going to give it to Taylor Swift. But you could have left her to perform at least. First of all, I don't think if SZA has ever performed at the VMAs, and if she has, you can correct me. Has she ever performed at the VMAs? I believe that SZA's manager is definitely sabotaging SZA, just like everybody else who believed on the internet that her team is definitely the reason she gets sabotaged. Even some of the unreleased songs that are sound fire, they are scrapped and they're getting linked at this point. If this was Victoria Monet, Coco Jones, Normani, Chloe, and HalleBV, they would have dropped everything and go and perform. But sometimes it's sad that an artist has to listen to the team. So give me your opinion on that if you don't mind. So a few days ago, somebody stupid decided to throw something at Beyonce while she was performing Break My Soul, and the Lewis team were there to defend her. My opinion is, where were the security guard? The security guard are the ones who are supposed to do the proper thing. They are there as performance, not as a security guard or bodyguards. But I do get their point of perspective. They should be careful. Moving on to SZA praising Rihanna. While she was on Zayn Lowen on Apple Music One, she said, "Pregnant and fabulous. I mean, I love her, and she does not take publishing if she does not write on it, and I love that about her because a lot of artists will." Yikes. And I do believe that she's taking aim and shade to people she has worked with before. If you look at most of Rihanna's biggest hit, you don't see her getting credited, but we believe it's shade towards one person. Anyway, her collection with Puma has sold out the sneakers in under 10 minutes. Congrats to her. Unsexy Red versus the new chart. TikTok Billboard Top 50. It just got launched less than 48 hours ago, and Ski has debuted at #1, so she becomes the first female rapper to ever do so. Now I'm saying congrats to her, but I'm seeing a lot of people saying, oh, this is one Beyonce is not chart obsessed. Like, excuse me, I get it. Any of our song that trended was not there, but Beyonce definitely does love being on the chart. No shade to Beyonce. And obsessed too, but not the Taylor Swift being obsessed. When you look at Break My Soul, it deserved a top 10 debut, but it never got it. It got a whole EP and several remixes for it to go to #1, and obviously radio play that it went up to almost 100 million radio airplays. So she definitely does care about the chart. She is obsessed. She wants the #1 because and she cannot allow herself to flop. That's my opinion. And there's nothing wrong you loving the chart as a big artist. Her fans need to stop that Beyonce is not chart obsessed, doesn't care about the charts. She does care about the charts when you see a whole EP and you see 100 million airplay. Now, good for everyone who appeared on the chart, but everyone does deserve and does know that they do love to appear on the chart. That's my opinion. Anyway, moving on to our last topic on Megan Thee Stallion. Her first look on Big Mouth, the animation has dropped, and I say congratulations to her. It will be dropping on October 20th, I believe. But one thing for sure is Megan Thee Stallion is now being characterized as a sexual person. It's not about the buzz. When you look at NickiMinaj, even when she is on this animation, it's not about the twerking, it's about actually the buzz. Even some of this animation, they do quote NickiMinaj buzz in them, but it's such sudden thing that her characterization, her animation is more sexual, my opinion. So give me your opinion if you don't mind. See you in another video. Stay safe. Love you all. Bye.